Hello and welcome to Valheim. As you can see, there are some strange weapons that lay behind me. Now this will be from the Epic Valheim Editions mod. I do recommend you guys go and check this mod out. It adds in a whole bunch of new stuff for the Ashlands, the Deep North, or the North. I'm not too sure which one, but I know that it does add some stuff for some of the biomes, and these will be some of the weapons we'll be going through from this mod. Now there is supposed to be a black metal, a fro metal, and a fla metal. And there's, as you can see, there's a fla metal behind me, and we got fro metal, and then we have the abyssal weapons over there. And there's one missing on that armor stand to the far right because it is in our hand. But I'm going to go ahead and go over these weapons for you guys and show you why you should fucking download this mod. We'll go ahead and just get a good look at some of these weapons that we do have around here. A lot of them are sort of the same as some of the in-game items, but as you can see, these great swords over here are really cool, and these hammers and the maces, they do look like these have just a recolor, but I do like some of the great swords are really cool on here. They do have a nice design. We can come over here. Here's some of the one-handed fla metal weapons. We do have all these fro metals, and there does seem to be more of the fla metal than there is fro metal. I'm not sure, but all of these weapons will have the same sort of, I guess, primary attack as the normal weapons would in the game. So I guess let's take the sledge. So this would be the fla metal sledge, and we'll go ahead and show you. And we'll go ahead and do the primary. Looks like we did destroy something. Whoops. Now, fla metal weapons will burn enemies on impact, so that is something to keep in note. You have the fro metal, which of course freezes and slows enemies when you hit them with a, fro metal weapon. Alright, we'll go ahead and move on to the abyssal items. Now, the abyssal items I feel like are pretty overpowered. You have the abyssal blow, the abyssal harpoon, and then you have the abyssal sword. Now, this will be the abyssal sword, and I have used this in some of my other videos, and I just gotta say, this thing is broken! I gotta stretch. Let's go ahead and show you what it does. So now, the sword does have a regular primary. As you can see, it just took out that fucking brazier without even a problem. I mean, this sword doesn't care. Now, the one thing I do love about this sword is it has a secondary that just is amazing. We'll go ahead and show you, and it's just like a sword slam. I mean, that is really cool. I really do like that they added that. But it does seem the one thing that it doesn't really do that well is the AoE on this attack doesn't really seem to exist, because the attack goes where the lightning bolt is, and that's what the primary of the attack is, so it doesn't really hit that much. So now we're going to go ahead and show you what the abyssal bow does. Alright, now watch this. This is level 1, by the way. Level 1 regular abyssal bow. Literally nothing. Like, this bow is fucking broken. It has no, like, cooldown whatsoever. You can just continuously shoot it for as long as you want. Just as long as you got the arrows for it, you can just continuously shoot and shoot and shoot. And then we have this bad boy. Now, I don't know what this thing actually does. I've never used it on a mob or anything. I don't see it doing any AoEs when I use it, so we'll go ahead and test it on a mob and see if this thing does anything. Alright, so there's a gray dwarf. Let's test this weapon and see if it does anything on him. I mean, it fucked his ass up, I'll tell you what. So it doesn't seem like the trident really does anything that spectacular, but it does have a really cool design. I will say I do like the trident. So this is also one of the cooler weapons this mod adds. It's called Jotun's Bane. It has very intensified poison damage. It does a shit ton of poison damage. I mean, just look at that axe. It looks badass. I love the design and how it's like got poison running through the blade. That is cool. And then you also have swords that are insane stature. Like, they should not even be in the game. Like, look at this one. What the hell? It's got the swing radius of, I don't even fucking know, man, but it's enormous. It's way too big for me. Now, this is barely even scratching the surface of this mod. If you guys want to check it out, I'm going to drop it in the description. It adds a bunch of these new weapons you see here in front of me, and it does add a bunch of cool flaming trees to the Ashlands. I forgot what it was called. Fuck. The Ashlands. It adds a new boss for the Ashlands, new stuff for the north biomes, the mountain biomes, and you guys should definitely check it out. Anyways, yeah, we'll see you in the next video. I don't know if there's anything I really forgot to mention that this mod does add, but you guys should check it out on the mod page. It does have all the information down over there listed. Anyways, we'll see y'all next time. Subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video times fucking 5.